Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we will continue to solve question of this chapter 3 from the subject dental anatomy. So we will do questions from 26 to question 50. Okay, so let's begin. Question 26. Once the enamel formation is complete, the tooth will erupt after approximately. So its answer is option C, 3 years. Once the enamel formation is complete, the tooth will erupt after approximately 3 years. Now question 27. The root completion of permanent teeth is achieved after dash years of eruption. So its answer is option B, 2 to 3 years. Root completion of permanent teeth is achieved after 2 to 3 years of eruption. Question 28. The correct dentition in a 9-year-old child is. So its answer will be option A, 1 to CD E6. Okay. Question 29. Before eruption, the position of permanent mandibular incisor buds relative to primary incisor is. So its answer is D, inferior and lingual. Before eruption, the position of permanent incisor bud relative to primary incisor is inferior and lingual. The permanent mandibular incisors are positioned apically and lingually to the deciduous mandibular incisors. Okay. Now question 30. The deciduous canine emerges. So its answer is C, after first molar. The deciduous canine emerges after first molar. Question 31. Which of these teeth are highly sturdy and usually the last ones to be lost? So its answer is option C, canines. Canines are the teeth that are highly sturdy and usually the last to be lost. Question 32. Calcification of roots of deciduous teeth is completed by. So its answer is option B, 4 years. When the child is 2 to 2.5 years of age, all the primary teeth are erupted into oral cavity. Root calcification of primary teeth is completed by 3 to 4 years of age. By 12 to 13 years, all the permanent teeth except third molars are expected to erupt, and root formation is completed by about 14 to 16 years of age. Okay. Now question 33. In the majority of situations, the first deciduous teeth to erupt is the. So its answer is A, mandibular central incisor. The first deciduous teeth to erupt in the mouth is mandibular central incisor, which erupts at approximately 6 months of age. Okay. Now question 34. Which of the following event has little or no significance? So its answer is mandibular incisor erupting before mandibular molar. So eruption time of mandibular central incisor is quite close to that of the first molar, that is between 6 and 7 years. In 50% of the individuals, mandibular central incisor may erupt simultaneously with or even before the mandibular first molar. So mandibular incisor erupting before mandibular molar has little or no significance. Now question 35. Primary canine erupts. So its answer is after D, that is after first molar, first deciduous molar. Now question 36. In anxious parent, if anxious parent calls you that her 4-month-old child has still no teeth in his mouth, then you should. So its answer is option B, Tell her that it is normal at this age, because we know that primary dentition begins from 6 months onwards. Now, question 30. The first evidence of calcification of maxillary permanent central incisor occurs at. So its answer is 3 to 4 months. The first evidence of calcification of maxillary permanent central incisor occurs at 3 to 4 months. Now question 38. First permanent molar begins to calcify at. So this is a repeated question. Its answer is option B, at birth. Question 39. Root completion of mandibular first molar takes place by the age. So its answer is option C, 9 to 10 years. Permanent mandibular first molar erupts at 6 years of age. For root completion, it takes 2.5 to 3 years after eruption. So the root completion of first molar occurs by 9 to 10 years. Okay. So question 40. Maxillary primary cuspid enamel completion takes place at. So its answer is option D, 9 months after birth. Maxillary primary cuspid enamel completion takes place at 9 months after birth. Question 41. Beginning of eruption of permanent tooth starts. So its answer is C, when half of the root is still to be formed. Beginning of eruption of permanent tooth starts when half of the root is still to be formed. Question 42. The tooth bud for the third molar is initiated at about the age of. So its answer is 8th year of life. Okay, the tooth bud for third molar is initiated at about the age of 8th year of life. 43. In how many years the mandibular central incisor erupt as permanent teeth? So its answer is 6 to 7 years. So we know that permanent mandibular central incisor erupt at 6 to 7 years of age. Question 44. The first macroscopic indication of morphologic development of primary incisors is approximately at. So its answer is 14 weeks in utero. The first set of teeth to be seen in the mouth is the primary dentition, which begins to form prenatally about 14 weeks in utero. Question 45. The teeth that are retained for the longest period of time are. So its answer is option B, maxillary canines. And option D, mandibular canines. So let's see its explanation. Primary maxillary canine erupt at the age of 19 months and mandibular canine erupt at the age of 20 months. Primary mandibular canines are exfoliated and replaced earlier, that is 10 years plus minus 9 months, as compared to primary maxillary canines, which exfoliate and replaced at 11 years plus minus 9 months. So primary maxillary canines are retained for the longest period of time. So its best answer is maxillary canine. Now question 46. A new tooth is erupting in the mouth of a 1.5-year-old child. This tooth is most likely to be a deciduous. So options are maxillary central incisor, mandibular central incisor, maxillary lateral incisor, or maxillary canine. So its answer is given as option D, maxillary canine. Now question 47. The process of exfoliation of primary teeth is between. So its answer is 7th and 12 years. So by 2 to 3 years of age, primary dentition eruption is completed. They remain in service from 6 months to 11.5 to 12 years of age. exfoliation starts from 7 to 12 years. Question 48. The first evidence of calcification of primary anterior teeth begin approximately between. So its answer is A. 14 to 7 weeks in utero. Question 49. Which of the following is true about calcification of teeth? Option A. Calcification of primary teeth is almost complete at time of birth. Option B. Calcification of all primary teeth and few permanent teeth complete at birth. Option C. Calcification of permanent teeth complete at birth. Or option D. Calcification of primary teeth starts around birth. So its answer is A. Calcification of primary teeth is almost complete at the time of birth. Now question 50, the last question of this chapter. The crown of any tooth can be subdivided for description into. So its answer is option B, thirds. The crown may be divided into thirds in 3 directions and named according to their location: inciso, occlusal, cervical. Okay, incisal or occlusal third, middle third or cervical third, mesiodistally, that is mesial third, middle third or distal third, labio or buccolingually, that is labial third, buccal third, middle third or lingual third. So we have done all the 50 questions of this chapter. If you like this video, please do like and subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much.